Okay, so you got your video idea, you got your title potentially, but you don't know what to do for the thumbnail. Well, guess what? I got you, and the Thumbnail Ideator's got you. All you're gonna do, navigate over to the Thumbnail Ideator page, and boom, now you're prompted with this menu right here. This is another feature that uses the connected channels, so make sure you got a connected channel before you use it. When you hit this, it's gonna pop up with a drop down. You're able to pick from a channel that you wanna generate your thumbnail to be like. So for this example, let's go with Michelle. Then all we gotta do is come in here, we gotta write what our video is about. So I wrote, in this video, Michelle is going to be testing $1 versus $100 spatulas to see if the price difference really makes a difference in quality. She's getting spatulas from a bunch of different places and testing $1, $10, $25, $50, $100 to see if the $100 is really that much different from the $1 one. Okay, I feel like that's a pretty good explanation of the video. Now we can choose how many concepts we want, 1, 2, or 3. For this example, I will do 3, and now it's immediately going to start ideating the thumbnail. It's literally going to break down everything based on what Michelle is already posting on her page and how she goes about doing her own thumbnails already. That's why the connected channels tab is so important and the backbone to this whole operation on Calculated Labs. Okay, what it's going to do is it's going to spit us those 3 ideas right here with concept 1 being an emotion and reaction. Michelle is positioned slightly off center to the left, holding a sleek high-end $100 spatula in one hand and a flimsy worn $1 spatula in the other. I mean, that's pretty much what I did, but this is way more descriptive. Her eyes are wide in expression of astonished disbelief, gaze fixed on the $1 spatula as if it just performed an impossible feat. The spatulas are held up prominently close to her face, creating a strong contrast. That is way more in depth than I generated when I did the thumbnail myself, and I probably get a way better thumbnail with this. It even gives you a section of why this works and other visual details as well, like the subject, background, foreground colors, focal flow, and text overlay if there are any. Some channels use text on their thumbnails, some don't. Michelle doesn't really use text on hers, so there's going to be no text overlay on this generation, but normally there would be if you had text on your thumbnails. But overall, this is really cool, right? We got 3 ideas just like this. But now, if we go down below, you see what we got. Generate thumbnail. If I hit this button right here, you know what it's going to do? Boom, immediately puts a prompt way more detailed than what we just read into our thumbnail generator immediately. All we got to do is obviously make sure our connected channel is right. This one's on Michelle, and immediately we can push generate and we can see what we're going to get. You see how I'm talking about Calculated Labs streamlining your entire workflow? Now the more tools that you learn about, the more you're learning about how it's going to streamline everything. Because now we got the thumbnail generator, we got the thumbnail ideator, but you don't know what you're about to do for your thumbnail. You already got the video. I mean, you go to the Thumbnail Ideator, gives you a prompt, and now all of a sudden you click one button, it's in the generator, one more button, and you got a thumbnail. Are you kidding me? And that quick, that actually looks so much more like Michelle than our original ones too. And I mean, she's looking at it with disbelief. The things that I would do to this is bring it to the thumbnail editor and then maybe just actually distinguish that this is the cheap one, this is the expensive one. But overall, I mean, this looks exactly like Michelle. She could post this, bro, and it would probably do numbers. But you see how quick that was from thumbnail ideation to concept. Scroll down, generate thumbnail, make sure your connected channel is right, and we got a whole new thumbnail generating just like that already. This is concept 2. I just generated concept 1. And the other thing too is you can come in here and you can make changes to the prompt too, as this is already done. See this added text, which she doesn't normally do, but I kind of like the overall concept of this. It's got the cheap spatula in there, like it's not really doing any work, like she burned the food in the kitchen. The text really isn't her thing, but it probably specified to add the text in this one just to add a different thing. That's the thing about the Thumbnail Ideator too, is it's going to give you 3 completely separate ideas, so it's not like duplicating itself. So some of them you're like, well, that's because it doesn't fit your channel, but someone else might look at it and be like, yeah, that's actually the one I want. Now let me get back to my point. I'm actually going to generate concept 3 for Michelle while I'm talking about it. But what you can do is if you don't necessarily like certain things when you come back in here, like to me, I don't really want dramatically lit in my thumbnail generations. I feel like it throws off the color sometimes using the word dramatic, so I don't usually like to use that, but it gave us that in this one, so that's something that I might read and take out before I even hit generate. Now I already hit generate, so I can't do that, but what you can do is you can kind of sift through this as it's already done. Dude, look at this. Look at that. It's got the glimmer on the spatula. It's like she's showcasing it, and then the trash one is just laying down. It's like that spatula came with the stand because it's so expensive. This is tough. I know I'm talking about spatulas a lot, but like, hey, bro, this is tough. And imagine you come in here, you make a couple tweaks to do some different things, maybe change how the background looks in the generation, but this looks like Michelle, bro. That looks like an expensive spatula. That looks like a cheap spatula. And hey, man, now y'all know how to use the Thumbnail Ideator to make sure your thumbnail ideation process is super smooth.